Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're further exploring Springfield with Carlson and Bumblebee Man from The Simpsons and Jakks Pacific. Before we begin, leave a like, hit subscribe, and comment below your favorite figure in this review. It really helps out the channel. Now let's get to it. Here is the box for Carl, looking great over here. We have The Simpsons on one side, on the top, on the bottom we have a bunch of legalese. On the other side we have the logo and Carl over here looking great, as well as Carl on the back with a lunchbox and a cup and the other figures in the wave. Now let's take a look at Carl. Carlson, one of the more interesting names in The Simpsons, next to Lenny Leonard. Wait a minute. Carl's face looks really nice over here. I do like the profile. It's a little more hunchy and rounded than usual. And again, the hair is great over here. It's like a blackberry or something. The skin tone looks really nice in the figure, as does the face. The eyes are kind of wonky a little bit. He has a bit of a forehead. I do like all the wrinkles on his face though. They look nice too. And the head does swivel all the way around, kind of in a weird detriment over here for the profile, but it's a really nice head sculpt for Carl. Carl's body looks nice. He's in a light blue jacket, which I think is not canon, or at least not correct to the series from what I've seen. In the show, it's a gray jacket, but here it's blue. It's throwing me off a little bit. It's kind of weird. And I think this pink is a little bit off too. Did they mess the colors up? His skin tone looks correct between here and here in the show. And he wears an undershirt that's like a turtleneck kind of sweater thing. It almost reminds me of Bill Cosby. Yeah, let's forget about that. The jacket has a nice sculpt too over here, and it's good. And on the back, I'm really proud of them doing this kind of sculpted printing stuff. More lines should do this, honestly. It actually isn't that bad. The writing is worse than this sculpting. And he does have those hula hips everybody else has. Back, forward, side to side, swivel all the way around with an up this far and down and all the way around and a swivel up here. And at the elbow, we get 9 degrees kind of, and then a swivel over here and then a hinge for this hand, and the same on the other side, but mirror. Different hands though, so keep that in mind. And the pants look nice. His legs look a bit short. I'm not sure if that's to the series or anything, but they look good, and the shoes are nice too. Good sculpt and paint all around. And Carl's legs come out this far, in this far, up. Not really that great back. Pretty okay. All the way back is just okay for this, with a little bit of swivel up here, some swivel down here at the knee, swivel over here, down and up in a pivot. With 2 pegos up on the feet, they gotta figure out the articulation for these pivots over here. It's driving me nuts. You could have something a little bit better, but instead it's just eh. What isn't is this tiny cup. I love this little styrofoam cup with the straw, and there's also coffee or cocoa or whatever inside. Does he drink mud? I don't know. But I just love the sculpt of this thing. It looks like styrofoam. It feels like styrofoam in a way, and he holds it expertly in this hand. Well done. What isn't well done is this lunchbox. It looks a little shiny, but it looks shinier on the packaging. It's kind of a bummer, but that's not the worst part about this. It looks like it can open, but you can't open it. It's so frustrating. It's the worst thing. Have things that are openable. Have things that you can store stuff in. It's one of the best parts of action figures, and this guy doesn't work. I'm sorry, Carl. It's not you, it's Jakks. But he can hold this really well in this hand and the coffee cup in the other hand, or he can just do Kali Ma on somebody. Homer, Furious Homer, and Baseball Homer. Bart, Bort, and Bartman. Willie, Moe, Lenny, and Ollie. Finally, the boys together at last. Krusty, Vampire Burns, and Radioactive Man. And Maggie, Marge, Milhouse, and Lisa. But smile, you're on candid camera right after this. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. Here is the box for Bumblebee Man with the logo and the Simpsons over here, everywhere with legalese down here. And on the side we have the logo and Bumblebee Man. And on the back we have Bumblebee Man with his camera and the other figures in the way. Now let's take a look at Bumblebee Man. Bumblebee Man's head sculpt looks great. I love these almost jester-like antennae. They're kind of funny, making him look like a sad clown in a way. The face sculpt itself cements that. He looks like a sad clown. I gotta say, he looks really depressed and sad. He's been doing this Bumblebee Man thing for way too long. And the yellow on the tips is pretty nicely painted. Not that great, but still workable from like a distance or something. And the hood he's wearing for the costume is also done in all black, a little scratchy in places, kind of weirdly enough, but the face brings it all together. It's funny. And you do get a swivel pretty much all the way, not all the way around. This sort of hood portion kind of messes it up a little bit, but it's fine. I love how much like a bee this guy looks. Going all the way around, the stripes are great. He has a little stinger here on the bottom that's really funny, and the arms are clad in black, and it's just nice. The skin tones do match from top to bottom over here really well, and I do love these wings. These sort of waffle patterns are awesome here. They're see-through, they look great, they even articulate up and down and then in and out a little bit of sort of pivot. It's on a hinge or a ball, I really can't tell, but these are some awesome wings. You could pose them basically. Ooh, interesting. They're balls, however you want. And even better, all the legalese is covered up by the wings down here. It's really nice. Probably one of the better figures in the line. And for the body articulation, we get back, forward, side to side, swivel all the way around, the usual basically, and then up this far, pretty good, and a swivel over here all the way around swiveling, but you run into the wing. You get a swivel up here, up this far, not really that great for the figure, then a swivel over here, and then a hinge up and down, and the same on the other side, but mirrored. No different hands this time, I don't think. And the pants are a slightly orangey yellow, kind of like the Keat orange versus yellow in Lego. And we also have his shoes looking nice with little dots on the insides. And all in all, it looks great over here. The articulation for these legs is really dense though. We get out this far, in this far, up really far, super nice. He can actually sit. Oh, this is great. And then back really far with the knee. Oh yeah, that's awesome. There's a mess of swivels, one at the top between the leg and the pants, one at the knee itself, a little bit trying to activate it with not activating this down here. The boot can swivel and the leg can swivel as well. And then you do get a little bit of pivot. Honestly, they need to work on this. It's the only flaw with these figures. Give it a better pivot for the legs and feet, and then we'll do better. And then 2 peg holes at the bottom of those feet with a little bit of legalese. All in all, just an awesome figure here for Bumblebee Man. And Bumblebee Man's accessory isn't for him, it's meant to point at him. This camera looks really nice at first. The paint is really great, the sculpting is wonderful on this, but the articulation, and you need it on this, is not good at all. There's a readout right over here, and this little lever right over here doesn't do anything. I like the record thing over here, as well as the lens is great, and the handle up here really seals the deal, as does the viewfinder. There should be something over here, I think. I don't know. But there's no articulation going up and down over here, and it looks like there should be. It's really weird. And flicking this, I think, causes stress on here. It might break. I don't know. And the tripod looks nice, and it's actually pretty well constructed. I do have a lot of experience with tripods, not only working in sound and lighting, but also in my videos on Mondays, so check those out if you want to see me live in person. And yeah, this is just a pretty good tripod, and even clips off on each. That's pretty cool to see there. And pushing this up to meet this doesn't really want to fit. It actually does fit. Never mind. Oh, it says a cap down here. Okay, that's cool. So it's meant to be a little more spread out. It was different in the packaging. That's weird. This is a fictional tripod, not what I'm used to, so my tripod expertise still stands. And the handle on top, Bumblebee Man can kind of hold and then fly away with it. I don't know what's going on anymore. And while a character like Carl here can actually operate the camera, kind of getting him to a position where he looks through the viewfinder and holds this is incredibly difficult. Just having him look through the viewfinder would be just okay, I guess. It's exceedingly difficult and doesn't look quite right. Again, Carl may not be the best character for this. Maybe Homer, he has a camera job, I guess, this week on the show or something, but yeah, it's not well made. And using the figures and their accessories in tandem, you can create some fun and funny scenes like this one. Trick or treat? Bumblebee Man stands at about 4.5 inches tall to the top of his head and about 5 inches tall to the top of the antenna, next to the Jakks specific Super Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog in 4-inch and 2.5-inch scales, the Nendoroid Miles Tails Prower, the Jada Toys Mega Man, the Figma Metroid Dread Samus Aran and the Jazzwares Pikachu, the Jakks specific Movie Shadow the Hedgehog, Homer Simpson, Collector's Edition Knuckles, and the Mattel Minecraft movie Jack Black Steve, the Hasbro Marvel Legends Animated Series Spider-Man, the G.I. Joe Classified Series Snake Eyes, the SH Figuarts Pac-Man, and the Lego Bionicle Gift with Purchase Toa-Tahu. Homer, Furious Homer, and Baseball Homer, Bart, Bort, and Bartman, Willie, Moe, Lenny, Carl, and Otto, finally the boys together at last, Krusty, Vampire Burns, and Radioactive Man, and Maggie, Marge, Milhouse, and Lisa. Overall, a chill buzz. Carl is a nice, unassuming figure with some pretty good accessories. I do like how he looks despite him not being as accurate as he could be to the show. I wish the lunchbox could open, but that cup is amazing. And Bumblebee Man is a fantastic figure. I think one of the best in the line so far. I love the colors to him as well as the articulation and sculpt. The camera could be better, but the figure is a winner. So if you're a fan of blue-collar workers, bumblebees, or the Simpsons, then you'll love these figures. They're really great. But if you could only get one, I would highly recommend getting Bumblebee Man. He's just way more interesting than Carl, though if you want to complete Homer's friends, then get Carl anyways. But make no mistake, ay caramba. So which figure here is your favorite? Carlson or Bumblebee Man? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.